Now, Jar Oil Company has on Wednesday told iAfrica TV that the company has paid $1.2 million fine by Pura for illegal construction of petrol stations in the country. However, the company's managing director, Mamadou Haidara, said Jar Oil paid $1.2 million instead of $900,000 as written in Pura's press release last week. Amindao tells us more.
The Jar Oil Company has registered over 16 petrol and gas oil filling stations across the Gambia. The company, which is said to be the #1 company controlling the sale and distribution of cement, fuel and other oil products in the New Gambia, has been recently fined an amount of $1.2 million by the Public Utility and Regulatory Authority for illegal construction of petrol stations in Kairaba Avenue and Willingara. The company's managing director, Mamadou Haidara, said Jar Oil is not the only company that has violated Pura's act for construction to be 50 meters away from residential places.
How come Kairaba and Willingara is said to be not qualified compared to other stations across the country? Is there anyone that has met this 50-meter rule? Let them tell us if they have any answers to that. And they accepted in that meeting that this 50-meter rule is a problem, and it has always been an issue and a concern, and it's even hampering development because it's not feasible.
He said that during a meeting with Pura, the regulatory body promised to change the 50-meter rule regulation by January 1st, 2021, which they failed to do so. Haidara further said Pura's $1.2 million fine against Jar Oil was communicated to them in a letter, while $900,000 was published online.
But when I called, they said, no, it's an enforcement. You have to pay, you have to comply within 72 hours. And then this fine has to be paid within 14 days. I said, okay. We had a meeting. Then the CEO said, no need to negotiate on the fine. Pay them the money. Okay, then I was confused in the beginning. How much do I have to pay? I went with a blank check. And I told them, I'm here to pay, but I want to know how much is to be paid. Because what we see online being published is 900,000. And what I'm seeing, the letter sent to us is 1.2 million. So which is which? Then they knock heads together, they said it's 1.2 million. Then I drafted the check. I gave them 1.2 million. They gave me a receipt, and I have a copy of the check, and I came with it.
Jar Oil Company is not only dealing with petrol stations, but is also a major importer of cement in the country. The company recently has 300 employees, according to research. Amindao, reporting for iAfrica News.
Jar Oil Company, they are alleged that they paid $1.2 million fine instead of $900,000 as stated in Pura's press release last week.